Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Entitled Parents. Story 1. Entitled Mom believes she can dictate my choices selling nude content online. I'm a 20-year-old woman who embraces her body positivity and loves expressing herself through art. Recently, I decided to explore my creative side by selling nude content online. I'm in complete control of my choices, and I take pride in what I do. That's where the entitled mom, M, enters the picture. One sunny afternoon, I was minding my own business, browsing through my messages and notifications on my platform. Suddenly, I received a direct message from a user I didn't recognize. It was none other than M. Here's how our conversation went down. M: Hey, I stumbled across your profile and I'm shocked. How can you stoop so low as to sell nude photos online? Do you have no shame? I was taken aback by her audacity to judge me and my choices. Nevertheless, I decided to respond calmly. Me: Hi, M. I appreciate your concern, but I believe everyone should have the freedom to express themselves in the way they see fit. Selling nude content is my personal choice and I don't see anything wrong with it. M: You're just a young girl who doesn't understand the consequences. What about your family? Have you thought about how they would feel if they found out? Now, she was hitting below the belt. But I remained composed and explained myself further. Me: I understand your concerns, M, but I am an adult capable of making my own decisions. I am open and honest with my loved ones about my choices, and they support me. It's important to respect individual autonomy and not impose personal beliefs on others. M wasn't ready to back down just yet. She decided to take a more confrontational approach. M: You're polluting the minds of young boys. This is harmful and immoral. You need to stop immediately. At this point, I realized M was simply unwilling to listen to reason. But I wanted to leave her with a final thought. Me: M, I understand that you have different values and opinions, but it's not your place to dictate how I choose to express myself. I'm empowering myself through my art and embracing my body. If you don't approve, that's your prerogative, but please remember that everyone has the right to make their own choices without judgment. And that's where our conversation ended. It's unfortunate that some people believe they have the right to impose their beliefs on others. As for me, I'll continue to thrive as an independent and empowered individual, doing what feels right for me. Remember, fellow Redditors, it's crucial to respect personal boundaries and allow individuals to live their lives according to their own values. Let's celebrate diversity and embrace different forms of self-expression. Thanks for listening to my tale, and stay strong in the face of entitled parents. Story 2. Summertime Joyride Through 3 Cities. Hello people of Reddit, here is a wild story that is still going on, but to be on the safe side I'll release this information now, better safe than sorry. Mom, my mom. MOM2, my mom's GF. EP1, Entitled Parent 1, Mom 2's mom. EP2, Entitled Parent 2, Mom 2's dad. EP3, Entitled Brother, Mom 2's brother. So in the past week EPS committed the act of human trafficking, they sold MOM2. Mom managed to save her thanks to a not-named friend. Mom has now received an unimaginable amount of fake bills and fake letters from even the police that EPS claims that the case has been closed, but there are no watermarks of any police station, no contact info, nothing. After Mom managed to save MOM2, they were chased through 3 cities all around the place. They had to wait at a police station parking lot for 3 hours until it was morning. Mom and MOM2 managed to get to home. After a bit Mom's house was broken into. First time nothing was stolen, but we are suspecting that there is a tracking device somewhere in our car, as they seem to find Mom and MOM2 absolutely everywhere where Mom and MOM2 go. At one point Mom and MOM2 even got drugged and let's just say some awful stuff done to them. Next time EPS got into the house, they stole a lot of evidence that had been collected against them. Computers, phones, all Gmail and other accounts hacked including bank account, EPS have taken mom's money as well. Police has been informed from all of this, but so far nothing. I'll keep on sending updates how this goes. As of RN, I have managed to get mom and MOM2 to a safe place. I can only hope that this ends well and soon. And for this to happen out of all places, it had to be Finland. Great start for her summer. TL, DR. Mom's GF was sold by her own parents, mom saved her and now EPS and us are playing cat and mouse all around 3 cities. Story 3. I stood up to my entitled mum because she tried going for my PC and she tried to kill me. I finally called the police and took her away from me. Okay then, it's been 11 months since my niece post and now I have a massive update. As my stolen allowance post didn't get a lot of attention, I'll post those updates here. Dad's moved and has most custody over me. Mum's still ABCH. Grandma isn't as entitled anymore. And I'm now 16 and about to finish year 11. Characters. Me, no crap. M, obviously. N, neighbor, self-explanatory. I continued living with mum even after all previous events. I told dad to put my allowance on my card rather than in cash, and I started going to the gym so I wouldn't stay a scrawny teen anymore, and I feel so much better after it. I also work at CEX, not specifying which one because it's right next to my house, and I finally made enough money to upgrade some of my PC parts. After upgrading my PC, I put it to the test and I must have yelled in excitement way too much because the beast arose from its slumber. Lord forgive me for what happens in this. What did I tell you about playing games after 4 p.m? Me, that I couldn't, but because of you I'm a rebellious piece of sh*t. Plus I finally upgraded this thing after a year and 2 months. Why are you talking back to me? Me, cause that's how a conversation works, but continue. Give me a moment. As part of my trauma from my previous stories, I immediately went to defend everything in my room including my stuffed panda for some reason, yet I'm 16 and have a panda plush, so what? And then I saw the culprit with her weapon of choice. A goddamn mallet. She went for a swing and I blocked most of it with my hand, but sustained a massive bruise on my hand. She then pulls out another goddamn mallet and swings again. This time I block with my left leg. Now I know what you may be thinking. Oh wow, this kid is really trying to get karma from writing this BS, and to those of you I say, why in the fuck would I make this up? That would make me worse than most entitled people that have been told on this subreddit. Yeah, it's being written as if a shonen protagonist is facing their biggest enemy, but to my autistic ass that's damn as well what it may have been because that's what it felt. But anyways, continuing on. My leg doesn't get hurt as much but still gets a small bruise. Then I heard a bonk. There was a dent in my fucking PC and now, some things may happen to me but I just started yelling as loud as I could have at the moment. Me, why the fuck would you hit my PC, are you mentally, slur? Are you brain dead and entitled enough to the point where making your son suffer is enough to get you off? Do you want me to call CPS on your ass or do you want me to take a different approach, death? But it's me just pinning her to the floor? Why are you yelling at me you little shit? Remember what I told you about me bringing you into this world? Slaps me. Well, I am going to follow up on that promise just like I said. She tried strangling me and as I start losing air, my neighbors start knocking on our door. I slowly shuffle us on the way over to the door, but we are both filled with rage and I'm trying to get this 4-foot goblin away from my throat. The following memories/conversations are extremely hazy as I cannot remember moments when I'm filled with rage to my ears. Me, loud enough so that neighbor can hear, use the key under the mat. The door opens and my neighbor can see me being attacked. She helps me get the waste of existence off of my neck, and my mum runs off. Jesus, are you alright? Me, yeah, I'm alright. Thanks for the help. It's alright, let me call the poly. Me? No, don't. To clarify for you guys, I hate calling the police on people because it either gives me guilt or stresses me out, plus I like my home for the most part and I don't want to get stripped from here. Plus the police terrify me for no reason and I like resolving my issues on my own. Well, I messed up here by not letting her call the police because instantly after I say no, I see my mum running at me with a knife. This was the scariest moment of my life, but normally while I would normally take the flight option in this circumstance, I chose fight. I held her knife-drawn hand away from me and my neighbor for safety and I told her to call the police. I started hitting my mum while crying everywhere. I ended up keeping her pinned while hitting her to make her weaker. The police showed up and tossed her. They put her into the car and the following conversation happened. "Po, son, are you all right? We are taking her away from you and from previous records, it seems as if your dad has custody of you. We are glad to let you live alone as you have a job. But seriously though, are you all right and do you need help?" Me? No. I'm fine for the most part but I'm still really shaken up by everything. Thanks for everything. Po, no problem, remember to call me if you need help. Gives me his phone number. Ma'am, thank you a lot for calling me. If you hadn't who knows what would have happened. No problem. I heard yelling and came rushing in. They both left and I had a sense of overwhelming freedom and joy. I immediately called Dad and he was so proud of me for finally standing up to her and getting her taken away. And that, definitely for now, is going to be it for my saga. I took some of your guys' suggestions from Story 4. Entitled Parent Demands Her Kid Be Basically Told the answers in school rather than the kids that need it. So in this school, certain kids get support and those kids are usually ones which have mental issues like autism, ADHD, or if they have anger management issues etc. etc. Anyway, this parent just decided that her child is so special that her kid should get support despite the fact there's nothing wrong with him. Now I help many kids with their issues and too at this time, I, 27F, was helping an autistic girl that left 5 to 10 minutes early. Sounds like useless info but hold on to it. This woman came in and decided that her kid needed support and the people in the office were more than happy but they obviously asked, "So does your child have any mental disabilities?" This mother was so offended that the office lady even alluded to the idea that her dear sweet daughter had a mental disability. What? Are you trying to say that there's some sort of issue with my daughter? No ma'am, it's just that it's mostly only the children with mental disability. My child is not like those autistic kids. Now she, as you could expect, did not say autistic kids and the office ladies were shocked at what entitled mother had just said that. Ma'am, you cannot say that. Oh, I will absolutely get you in so much trouble if you do not get my angel this support. The EP went off on a rampage to this poor office lady who had basically just been hired cause I said she should get the job there, and she decided to get help for this parent. She got 3 people to help her fight back the demon of a parent while this EP's poor daughter was so scared and looked like she was afraid that she would get in trouble. At this point, I was sat in music with the girl I was helping but I got called to the office which was annoying. I like some relaxed art, okay? Me, the head teacher and head of year 9, 10th grade I think, showed up. I was just there to explain how teaching assistants worked. Finally someone showed up. Ma'am, I'd like to inform you that while we respect your request, we cannot give your child this support. Oh, but the autistic kids can. Once again, didn't call them autistic kids. Why do all these kinds of people hate mentally disabled people? Genuine question. Now, I have mild autism myself so I just stood there in shock and confusion. Sadly, the EP had the usual blow up and security was called to kick the EP out. However, this EP refused to leave to the security grabbed her by the arms and dragged her out as the child was on the verge of tears thinking she was in trouble. As I was calming the daughter down, all that was heard was "Get off of me. My daughter needs that support." The daughter looked at me and said, "Don't worry. I don't." "Yes you do. The daughter then ran off to her mother as we all kind of laughed and shook our heads. Sadly, she would come back, but I really don't have the mental capacity to write a 4,000 character story currently, and I doubt anyone would read it. I do feel bad for the daughter and office lady though. The daughter probably didn't ask but just saw one of us helping a kid, and the office lady had been there for like 3 weeks. Anyway, what do you all think of this situation? That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.